Hi guys, welcome back to another video on this channel of mine. It's your fellow bad bitch, big sis right here. So disclaimer, I'm gonna say real quick, if you guys do hear noises, I have my window open. It's such a beautiful day today. So I'm just like, look, you know, I love my weekends. I really have time, you know, to enjoy the weather and all that. So if you hear like a dog barking, if you hear my neighbor wants to be fucking Bob the Builder today. So you're gonna hear like saws and I don't know what he does. But anyways, you guys, so grab your coffee, grab your snacks. I have mine right here. This is my second cup of the day, darling. As you can like hear it in my voice, my heart's like it's a 2-cup kind of day. So grab your coffee, grab your snacks, because today's video is going to be interesting. It's going to be just different. So let's jump into this video. I'm borrowing this chair. This is not a permanent. This is my new office chair. I mentioned in my last video that I celebrated my 1-year anniversary of being at my job. So of course, you know, I had to get this chair and be like, hey, it's so comfortable. And be like, step into my office and look, it reclines. Like, so what'd you say? You got beef? Like, I love it. But anyways, you guys, back to story time. So I feel like, okay, does anyone else feel like this? I am very unproblematic. As crazy as that may sound, but girl, this is the thing. I have a social media persona and she's very like this. She's very out there. She's very like, what's good, what's poppin', you know? When you meet me in person, I'm the same way to people I know. If it's someone I don't know, you know, I'm very polite, very keep to myself. I observe, right? And I feel like I'll be doing my own thing, minding my business. Like I said, I don't care what anyone else is doing. I don't ask this, and this. Like, I just mind my business. But I feel like by me minding my business, like people get intrigued by that. And I really do feel that there's some attractiveness of it. It feels like it's like almost like a moth to like that thing, that buzzing thing, and then it like zaps itself. Like it's like that where it draws you in. Like, you know how many times, you guys, and small side note, you know how many times the reason I've dated the people I've dated is because I'm doing my own thing? Or friends I get, they'll like see me doing my own thing and they'll be like, yeah, you know, I used to see you and you were about your stuff and you were very like boss babe and like you did your own thing, and like that's what attracted me to you. Like it's just like, oh, okay, like I'm just doing me. And for some weird reason, people find that attractive. I've always been like that, and literally that's how people will like, not in a way like start stuff with me, but then they'll be like drawn to me, and then that's where like drama starts, because I'm just like I said, I'm very I don't bother in people's situations. I don't try to like put myself and, oh, what's going on in this person's life, and that's just never been my thing. Like I'm too busy focusing on me. Like, girl, it's crazy right now. It's the utter chaos. So for me to even have time to even film a video, like but anyways, so the reason I had to say that, okay, because it's gonna make sense. So anyways, here I am minding my damn business, like always. So I have 2 cars. I have my daily, which is a Honda, and then I have my sports car, right? And the way I did it is like, this is my weekend car, this is my daily car. I have 2 cars, y'all, and the best thing about it, if you know, is like sometimes you'll forget to put gas in one of them, or it'll be dirty, or something is wrong with one of them, and then you'll jump to the other one. Anyways, my neighbors, okay. So anyways, something I can't remember right now, but something must have been wrong with my daily, and all I know is I just took my sports car, okay? And that in itself is not a low-key car. It's, you know, it is what it is. But I don't race in it. Like if I'm at work, like if I'm going to work, or just it's a work day in general, like I don't race it. I just cruise it, you know. I don't be doing all that messy stuff. Like I said, I'm very low-key. I keep to myself. So it's after work and I stayed to do some OT. So this is about like, I stayed pretty late this time, and I usually don't do this. So the time frame is probably like around like 6 p.m., 6 something, because even when I got out of work, like I went through all my social medias, you know, I kind of just like that, like I kind of just like that, you know, Didi kind of. And then I looked at my car, and like I said, it's a sports car. So I looked at it and I was like, oof, there's a quarter tank. And I'm very picky about it. Where like, I need at least have a tank at all times. So I had a quarter tank, y'all. And I'm like, oof, gas station. Like, I hate, oof, you know. When you have a sports car, the gas station, you go like every 2 days, every 3 days, it sucks. So here I go, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go to the gas station, whatever. It's late. There's not really that many people, which, you know. So I'm cruising it, and I pull up to the gas station, and I don't draw no attention. Like, I don't bump music real loud or keep the music, or no, I'm just, you know, I lower the music when I get there, turn off the lights, you know, just very casual. And mind you, I work in an office, so my clothes are very, I mean, you can see this is like my office clothes. So you could see like it's trench coats, cardigans. It's very, you know, office. So this day, I want to say I had like a trench coat, maybe like this black trench coat with some sort of blouse and some slacks, and I think I had like some low heels, like office appropriate heels. So I ain't looking all va boom, I ain't popping, like, girl, I'm covered up. But this is the thing though, like I said, there's just things people just see and they're like, ooh, it's like I said, it's a moth to that light, moth to a flame, whatever. So imagine, y'all, here rolls this sports car, very calm, and out comes a girl. That's already like a, oh. Out comes a girl. She's dressed business style, and I don't know what it was. Apparently, this is the thing, you guys, like I gotta be more alert. I do, because I don't, like I said, I mind my business. So had I noticed, I wouldn't know, you know, maybe if I looked around and was like, oh, but I didn't notice. I was doing my thing. And if you are a car enthusiast, if you're a car lover, whatever the case is, or if you just know this trick, you know that like hanging around a lot of car people, like you pick up stuff. So me hanging around with my car friends, typically what I used to do when I used to pump gas, you know, I used to just like, you know, press the button like this, and then, you know, I see, and then boom, you know, you put it in there and like that. Now what I do, because like I said, I've been hanging around so many car guys, is I lift the, whatever the heck, it's not coming to me. I lift the, whatever the heck, the little gas gun. And, you know, you lift it and then you use the nozzle to, you know, press the button, and then pop it in there. And I think something about my motions, not only that, and it sounds so silly, but I'm telling you guys, like something must have been attractive. And I don't use like a physical card anymore. Like everything's on Apple Pay, because I'm running left and right and like all of that. Plus I have a thing where like it alerts me. Like when I use my debit card, it like doesn't do it. When I do Apple Pay, it alerts me. So I have the alerts and I can calculate my finances, yada, yada, right? Anyways, so here comes little Miss Thing, right? Again, I'm minding my business, girl. So here I come. I'm tired. I need a Red Bull. I'm hungry. So I know my face must have been like... Anyway, so here I come around the corner of my car. Phone. Beep. Okay, cool. Apple Pay. Obviously, undo the thing. Lift the nozzle, or lift the whatever the heck. Right? Pop it. Like whatever, you know, little button. Tap it with the nozzle. Put it in there. Lean against my car. And just think about what I'm gonna have for dinner. And as I'm doing it, and obviously it's going, you know, because I ain't in no hate, but I knew people that would put like $5 in their gas tank, $10 on a nice car, and you're just like, you know. So I'm over here like letting it go. We're at like 50, right? Because everyone knows for sports car, full tank right now is like 60, 65. So if you see someone driving a sports car, you know, so it's going, and the numbers are going, it's like 60, 62, 65, right? So you guys count all those factors in, right? I was not paying attention. Like I said, I was hungry. I was probably thinking what to have for dinner. And here I am leaning on my car. I was watching the numbers like, damn, that's a lot of money. You know? And right here, I hear on this side, I hear somebody, like a guy voice, say, damn, you're pumping your own gas? And mind you, I got a little spice to me, because not only do I have my personal page and, I have my YouTube and my persona, going on, but I also have a separate TikTok, a separate Instagram, like a separate, that is about my car. So basically like a car page, car girl thing, right? So I am part of the car community, and being in the car community is already in itself very interesting as a female. Mind you, when you don't even have like a supercharged car because you just don't care to have that, like that's like I said, girl, it's very interesting. So you deal with a lot of dudes saying the dumbest comments, and I'm quick to fire back because I have that personality. So I'm over here biting my tongue like, okay, I got two options here, girl. I could either pop off on whoever because I hadn't turned around yet, whoever wants to start shit because I'm tired, or I can ignore it depending on what car they have. Because if it's like, and it's so bad, but you know what, girl, it is what it is. Because if someone's telling me that they have a Honda, and mind you, I have one too, so it's okay. But if it's someone saying a Honda, and they're like, oh, you're pimping your own gas, bitch, what? So I'm ready to go, girl. And I hear it again, it's like, oh, you're pumping your own gas? Damn, like, well, yet. So I turn around, I'm like, let me see, because today is a motherfucking day. I turn around and I see, first of all, I look at the car and I see a black sleek car, and I'm like, because I got a thing for black cars right now. Like, I'm telling you, like right now my thing is like smoked out cars. I see a black car and I'm like, ooh, okay. I see what kind of car it is, and that should have been a red flag. It happens to be the same car, the same year, the same todo, girl, the same everything of someone I dated in the past. Red flag. Red flag. So when I see the car, and I was like, God damn, this is like deja vu. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, who the, right? Here I come, and I'm looking at the guy, and I'm like, and it's this young guy, Latino. And I look at him, and I just did like I look at him, and I'm like, okay, because he's kind of skinny. And I looked at him, and I'm just like up and down, like, I just did one of those, because I was like, girl, no. I said, if I try to even, like, it ain't gonna work. Like, we thicky, like, all this, no. Like, it's a thin, skinny Mexican guy, So I'm looking at him, and I just went, and I just continued, girl, what is he gonna do, And mind you, now the gas station at this point is like filling up. So I just look at him like, whatever, dismissed. You and your car, your deja vu ass car, dismissed. And he goes inside to pay. And like I said, the gas station is kind of filling up, so I feel a little bit more safe. And I'm just like trying to just, because I was just like, what the fuck kind of thing is that? Like, first of all, all my life, all the guys I've dated have always pumped gas. Even my guy friends, like, I hold them to this, like, I make sure to have, I was gonna say hold them to the standards, but no, not really. I make sure all the guys around my life open doors for me, polite, pump gas for me. But this is a thing, especially with the sports car, I'm very picky. I did have like a guy friend try to pump gas, and I feel very like, hold on, boo, like, thank you, but it makes it look like that's your car. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into especially a car or just anything in general, like, you don't want someone ripping the benefits. Even if it's a like nice gesture, it's like, hold up, right? So by this person saying that, it's like, oh dude, like, and I should have, like, when you think later on, you're like, damn, I should have said that. I should have told them, oh, well then come pump my gas for me, papi. Like, you better put some money in there too. Don't just pump my money into the gas tank. I should have, like, damn, I could have secured a bag. Damn. Next time, ladies, if they do that to you, just be like, oh, well damn, papi, you want to put like some money in there or what? Fumbled that. But anyways, so I'm over here trying to like cool off, like, ooh, whatever, like, guys being dumb, like, it comes with the territory. Like, guys always say something, when it comes to girls and nice cars. So I'm over here just, back to her, I'm just breathing, I'm like, whatever. Again, what am I gonna have for dinner? Like, you know. And then I hear as I'm finishing up, you know, pumping gas, and I'm not paying the guy any attention. I had seen that he'd already, you know, started pumping his gas. And as I'm like rounding the corner of my car to pop into, you know, the driver's seat to skirt, literally as I'm putting my one leg in and I'm about to do one of those to get in the car, I hear again, and it's like, oh, so like that? You're just gonna leave like that? And I'm just like, oh my God, like, leave me alone. Like, so then I turn, because, girl, I'm already like, what do you want? What do you want, you know? And I whip it real, and I'm like, what you mean? And like, what you mean? And he comes and starts walking, and I'm like, oh, you know those dudes that they just like, car guys are dangerous. That's all I can say. Like, they walk and they're like this, and I'm like, okay, he got a plan. He got a, like, you could tell when a guy walks to you, you know, they're just normal. You're like, okay, you know, it's all good. But when a guy, you know, they had a little swagger where they're like that, and they walk to you, and you're just like, you know. So he does a little swagger. He's like this, and he gets close to me. I promise it's story time. I know it sounds like, oh, girl, you got a man, but it had, just bear with me, y'all. So this guy comes, and he's already like this. So in my head, when a guy comes to you, either one, I know girls, we could be like, oh, he's confident. That means he's been running up game. He knows what to say. He knows what to do. He knows how to approach a female, you know? So I have in the back of my mind, I'm like, red flag. Red flag. Because if a guy comes at you nervous, it's because he genuinely likes you, you know? He's like, oh, you know, let me see. If he comes like this or like that, there's other intentions behind it. So anyway, so I'm over here getting flattered. But in the back of my head, I'm like, red flag, right? He comes over here and he's like, so this your car? And my smart ass, because I have my Instagram handle on the back windows, my smart ass, I look at him and I'm like, well, it has my Instagram on the window, don't it? And he's like, oh, yeah, well, yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's mine. And he's like, okay. He's like, you know, I think you're really pretty. You know, I love the car. Heard that before. You know, I would love to take you out to dinner. You think I could get your number? And I never give out my number. Right? I'm very like, and I'm gonna say the story, and then y'all are gonna be like, oh, girl, red flag, right? Let me get a little closer, because I feel like the lighting, there we go, it's a little brighter. Y'all are gonna be like, oh, red flag, right? So I tell him, actually, you know, I'm not comfortable giving my number, like, just follow the Instagram, it's right here. And this has happened to me before, so this is why I know red flag, you know. This dude tells me, oh, well, actually, you know, my Instagram got deleted at, like, I think he said 2K, which is 2,000. Mind you, and this is why I don't really say at first meeting someone that, like, I'm into social media and stuff. So I'm just gonna say the story. Oh, you know, I would, but my Instagram got deleted. I think I had, like, 2K followers. You know, I don't know what happened. I think it got hacked or something. He tried to make it look like 2K was a lot. Like, oh, I got hacked because I got all, you know, famous or something. And I look at him, and just by that, I'm like, okay, first of all, I have more than 10K followers, sweetheart. It's very hard to get your Instagram hacked. The only way you get it hacked, and people do fall for it, unfortunately, is when you get an email sent by Instagram. It looks all official, and it'll be like, oh, you've been monetize on Instagram, like type in your username and your password and you'll get started, which is never like that. When you get monetized by Instagram, they never send you an email. It's your profile, and then you're something like how to put it, like a message will pop up literally as soon as you open TikTok and you have like so and so number of followers. Then some, like, an alert will pop up and it'll be like, congratulations, TikTok has decided to monetize you, and it'll be on the app itself, not the email. Anyways, girl, so I'm over here looking at him like, 2K, that's cute. And then it's like, oh, you know, my Instagram got deleted. You know how many times I heard that from guys when I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to give you my number, like give me your Instagram. It's like, oh, it got deleted. Okay, who are you hiding from? Who's on your Instagram that you don't want me to see? But anyways, girl, so I'm over here like, let me see how this plays out. So I give him my number. I just want to see because now the wheels are turning in my head. Now the wheels are turning. And I'm like, I don't see it as like, ooh, a new boyfriend, or, ooh, we can hang out. Like, my mindset's not there, girl. I already been there, done that. My mindset, I'm looking at the car and I'm like, car meet buddy. Because we were talking a little bit, chit-chatting about like what area we're from. And he happened to be from that area and work in that area. Literally, our jobs, it was ridiculous. Our jobs were literally like 5 minutes away. But anyways, so I'm over here, the wheels are turning on something else. Like I said, I secure my bags. So I'm just like, photo shoot together, you know, video shoot together. Like my wheels, you know, the wheels in my head are turning because I had this whole like video shoot idea of like getting a bunch of different cars, yada, yada. So it was perfect for that project. So in my head, the wheels are turning for something else. Anyways, we leave and it's one of those things where I leave out the gas station real calm, collective. He's behind me. And you know, dudes, he like pulls up next to me and then he's like, you know, he takes off so I could hear the car. I'm like, little does he know I dated someone with the same car, so I know how fast it is. I know like the sound of it or whatever, like mine's faster, but okay. Type of thing, you know? So anyways, he goes on and let's flash forward. We're texting, I'm talking about, he's over here like, oh, let's go out for drinks. Red flag. Whenever a guy tells you let's go out for drinks, you know, drinks are easy. There's no, like, I would say there's no thought process. There's no, like, energy behind it. It's not hard. We go to drinks. Yeah, see, like, you know, versus a guy that's like, let's go for dinner. You know, I want to do this, this, and this. They actually plan it. So, red flag. It was like, let's go for drinks. Red flag. And like every time like I would try to get this dude and I was like, hey, I have this like video, you know, car video idea, and I would try to get him to like go that way. It was like, oh, drinks. Like it went from like dinner, like, oh, I want to have, you know, dinner with you, to drinks. And then it was like, let's go to the movies. And I'm like, no, I like to go to the movies by myself so I can enjoy them. But anyway, so it was like little small things that there's no effort in there. Not only that, again, I'm not looking for a dude. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Like, I'm busy. I'm looking for like, how to put it, like car guy, you know, my car buddies. Like even right now, I literally got a message where my friend was like, because we like, you know, you're busy, so you message hours apart. So literally he messaged me last night and I just replied to him right now like, oh yeah, you know, gym. He's like, hey, yeah, let's go. And then after, you know, let's go get food. It's like that. Like that's how I am. I just like my car guy friends and like that, you know, very low maintenance friends. So when this guy's like, oh, this and this, and obviously like it's at the weirdest hours, it's like late, and I'm like, I work in the office, like we have to be up early, boo, like by 8, 7, like 6, 7, 8, around there. So like 11 at night, it's like, oh, let's go for drinks. Like, you really think, like, girl, you really think like I don't fall for that. That's like some high school, that's like early 20s, no game type of thing. Like I'm well past that. I could spot a red flag a mile away, boo. So like I said, just by me saying it, I know you girls are like, red flag, red motherfucking flag. So here it comes. And like this dude, I just cannot get him to show up in the like after work. Like there's a time frame that I'm free and he's just not. I'm like, that's weird, you know? So I kind of like leave him on the back burner. I like let him talk to himself on my phone. He'd be like, good morning. And every day was so weird because every day he would say good morning. Every night he would say good night, like have a great day. And I'm just like, you know? But just like the actions didn't match up. So I let him talk to himself on my phone. I let him say good morning, good night. You know, I know you're busy, but I hope you know, you get home safe. And I can't wait to meet up with you. And you know, I let him talk to himself. And then one day he like stops messaging me for like 3-4 days straight, and I'm like, okay, whatever. He was talking to himself anyways on my phone, and all of a sudden one day he's like, and I don't, if a guy says stuff like this, run. All of a sudden he messaged me, he's like, hey mamas, I missed you, you know, I've been so busy lately, can't wait to meet up. First of all, no. You don't just call me that out of the blue. If they do, run. If they call you babe, love, or whatever, and you guys aren't even officially dating, run. So anyways, he does that, and I'm just like so fed up, because I'm like, ugh, like I don't want my energy going to this, like, ugh. So I block him, and I want to say like 2 days later, I'm in my office minding my business again, and I'm just, you know, just typing, and I see on my phone, and I always have random numbers texting me because I don't save numbers. It's horrible. I just look at the text thread and I'll read and be like, oh, this is that person. So I see a random number and I didn't think anything of it. And this number was like, hey, do you work in this area? Like some random city that was like 2 cities away from where I work. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was like somebody else on my phone. And I was like, no. And I was like, do you live in this city? And again, it was, you know, the same one. It's like 2 cities away. And I'm like, girl, I live in like the opposite. Like I'm nowhere near where I work, you know, like I live somewhere else, like far. So I'm just like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, who is this? Because at that point I'm like, wait a minute, my friends don't be asking stuff like that, you know? So then the random number is like, oh, I'm yada yada's girlfriend, which was the name of the dude. And I'm like, of course you are, of course. Like I was not surprised. I already seen all the red flags, and I'm like, okay. And this is the thing I will say, I really have a strong opinion on this. There's a difference between a female that hits up someone else and is like, oh, you know, the type of woman to woman shit where it's like, oh, you know, B, what's up, what's good, like that's my man. And then there's a type of female, and this is why I'm like, you were raised right. You were raised right. This girl doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know why her man's texting me, whatever the case is, right? She don't come off crazy. This girl's literally like, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm the girlfriend of yada yada. I found your number in his phone. I seen that he's been texting you, but I've also seen that he's been texting you without you responding. I just want to know. And she said female to female, because I hate when girls like woman to woman. And there's your woman to woman. She's like, you know, female to female, which that sounds a little better. She's like, female to female, this is our situation. And this is where it cut. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Anyways, because again, I feel very strongly about stuff like that. So this guy apparently has a baby with this girl. And that's where I'm like, you mother, I should smack you. So this poor girl tells me, this is my situation. I live with him. He works at this place, which I never knew where he exactly worked. I just knew it was the same city as where I worked. He works at this place in the city of blah, blah, blah. We do have a kid together. We've been together for so many, I think it was like 2 years. I want to know if you can be honest with me. How did you meet? And like, what are you to each other? Beautifully. Because you don't have to come off crazy. You don't have to come off weird. She came off as a grown ass woman. And this is what I did. Because I'm a cool ass chick. I don't like that shit. Like even on my Instagram, when I see people DMing me, I'll screenshot it, block the guy, and send it to the girl. I don't play that. I don't play that because karma's a bitch. So I'm like, oh, he did that? Okay, girl, I got you. Because I hate dudes like that. So I said, hey, that breaks my heart to hear. This is how I met him at a gas station. I don't live anywhere near there. I don't work at his, because I think she thought that we had met at the job. Like I was a coworker. I was like, I'm not a coworker. I work somewhere completely different. This is what went down. He said I had a nice car. He wanted to take me to dinner. And then I tell her the red flags. I tell her, girl, I am like a pro when it comes to toxic dudes, when it comes to narcissistic dudes, jealous dudes, all the above type of dudes that are just not good guys. And I tell her like, girl, red flag. I've been knowing it. That's why nothing ever happened. I never met up with him. It was at one time at the gas station we saw each other, and that was it. I filled her in on everything because boo-boo, you are not going to have me try to cover for your ass, even though nothing happened, you know, because like I said, red flags already. And she tells me like, oh, okay, I just want to make sure. I even put it one step further. I said, girl, I don't even know his number because I never saved it, but here's my block list. You can see if it's in there. It's somewhere in there, but it's, you know, I just don't know which one. I sent it to her and she's like, oh yeah, I see it. Okay. She's like, I was wondering because his messages, he's talking to you and you weren't responding. I said, yeah, because I blocked him. This is weird. I said, he said that he lost his Instagram. I said, funny story. I have more followers than he said. Supposedly his Instagram got hacked and it just wasn't this and that. So I let her know what her man was up to. I said, look, girl, he tried to take me to drinks at like 11 at night. He tried to like take me out on like late night dates, like movies at 11 at night. Like I let her know, like, your man's up to no good. And as much as like it literally, I did get like a little like, you know, because I cannot stand when guys do stupid shit like that. And it's just like, what is going through your head? Like what literally, what are you thinking? Like, okay, there's a difference between, you could be like say, he don't even have to say anything to me. He could have just looked at me and be like, damn, that's a badass chick. It like that, mind his business. Or if you had to absolutely say anything, you could be like, hey, miss, ma'am, or just hey, that's a badass ride. That's awesome, female driven, like this, and that's it. I've had that happen before, where like guys look at me, and it's not even having to do with a car. They'll be like, you have some pretty long black hair, wow. And I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. Of course, have a great day. Simple. But the fact that this dude thought that he could do that to me, try to play me, be like, oh, you drinks, like, sweetheart, I did not have that car by being able to be played that easy. Like, put two and two together. Good job, nice car, good outfit, like Miss Independent type of thing, you know? Like, she ain't gonna be impressed by, oh, you want to get drinks at 11. Like, sweetheart, the last date I went on, he told me, hey, be ready by 7 p.m. And I was like, all right. And we went to Mastro's, like that. So the little drinks at 11 p.m. ain't gonna work for me. And it's not even like drinks at a restaurant, drinks at a hotel bar. It's just like drinks. It's not drinks, it's drinks. You know, it's like drinks at the bar, random bar. Like, try again. Anyways, so I wasn't impressed by his little pathetic ass attempts. And I told the girl, I said, look, girl, I said, this is what you're up to. This is what he was trying to do. And the reason I didn't fall for it is because red flags. Been there, done that, had my share of toxic dudes, whatever the case is. And I told her straight up. I said, I saw red flags. Was his little game plan. I told her everything. I read it. I don't care. Because you're not about to do that. Like, I didn't know this girl, but because she didn't come off crazy. And this is the thing. I've had stalkers. I've had crazy new girlfriends, ex-girlfriends of dudes I dated, and they've just come out of pocket, and it's just like, what are you thinking? Like, you think I'm gonna say anything? You think I'm gonna be your friend? Or they've come all cuckooed out, and then like after they hear my side of the story, they're like, oh, I want to be your friend, and you're like, no. So by me having all that background already, the fact that this girl came off like respectful, she told me the situation, she never once called me out of my name, she never once went crazy, nothing. I'm gonna tell you whatever you want, baby girl. I'm gonna tell you the whole cheese, man. And I did, and I told her. And she vented a little bit. And she was like, I know you're a stranger. This just hurts. And I told her, you know what? Let me tell you. I know you don't know me. A little personal thing. I'm at the point in my life I could spot toxic, red flag ass dudes a mile away. And I told her, I said, that's why I didn't fall for his games. Because apparently I'm not the first one. They never are. Like, you never are the first one. They run the game. Like I said, him walking up to me like this because he knew how to play the game, supposedly. So she had told me like, oh, I'm just asking because there was a girl before he started talking to you that he was like being with. And I said, no, girl, I said, I'm not easy. And she literally told me like in a female to female way, she was like, that's so good. That's so good, because literally the last girl or whoever that girl was, she's like okay, and like that, she's like, the fact that you hold yourself to a high standard, she's like, that speaks a lot about you. I said, thank you. So she complimented me, and we literally, it was so weird. Like, we had a little heart to heart, and I told her, I said, I know I don't know you, but you deserve better. And I'm gonna tell you, from someone coming out of something, that I deserved better. And I told her, I said, you deserve better. Take it from me. This is kind of what happened, and this is why I know what to look for now. Take it from a stranger, you know, take it from a female that's because apparently I was a little bit older. I was a couple of years older than her and the guy. So I said, take it from someone that's a little bit older, you know. Take your baby. Start your own life. He's not worth it. Not worth it. And I don't know what happened, but towards the end, she just told me, like, this is opening my eyes. This is giving me the strength to leave. And I told her, I said, girl, I know I'm a stranger, but female to female, I'm so fucking proud of you for leaving, because I did the same damn thing. And it's one of the most scariest things, liberating things. It's like a whole thing where you're just feeling so much. Like, you're just feeling so many emotions, but you know at the end of the day, whatever you're feeling, you have to do it for yourself. You have to love yourself. And that's what I told her. I said, you have to do it for your son or for your daughter. I'm not sure. For your baby, you know. You have to do it for your baby. You have to do it for you. Because you and that baby, it's now you and that baby. It's not just you, you know. So I did tell her, I was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And yeah, you know, we had a heart to heart. Man, heart to heart. And that's one of the coolest fucking things. I know it's a trip to say that, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Coolest fucking things when a female and a female can team up like that. No bullshit, no lying, no nothing. Just beautiful hood. Like, just beautiful fucking sisterhood in a way. Feminine energy, whatever you want to call it. It's like, damn, like that divine female energy. Like, you fucking tried it. And here I come because I snitch, boo. I snitch on guys that ain't no good. You know, I'm not the type of female, and I pride myself because my mama taught me that. My mama taught me that when a guy goes and cries to his female coworkers or to another female about the female he's with, and oh, she treats me like this, and oh, she treats me like that. Do not ever be the female that says, oh, she ain't shit, she's a bitch, she's this, she's that. Do not go against her, because you don't know what he does to her. And I've always been that type of way. So that's why I feel really strongly. We're like, it doesn't happen in this job that I'm at anymore, obviously, because I don't work with like younger people. But at my old jobs, it used to be like, oh, my girl, this and this. I used to be the one girl that when the, you know, the pick me girl would be like, oh, dump that bitch, she's crazy. And it's like, I used to look at her and be like, why, you want him? Why are you telling him that? You don't know her story. You don't know what he put her through. Oh, that's not like that. Bring her here. Let me hear her side of the story. I'm going to stick with my females, you know, throughout the whole thing. Unless a female shows me she's crazy. As soon as she shows me she's crazy, then I'm like, okay, it might be you. But anyways, you guys, I've like always been like that. That's why for me, when this situation happened, I was like, ooh, like, I think in the way it is, I'm not kidding, life will throw situations, life will throw tests. And I feel like life was like, all right, I'm gonna need these two to separate. I'm gonna have him, because it's just like crazy. I've never, and I go at the same time to that gas station, I've never seen him ever. I'm telling you, so weird how it's like, okay, I don't want these two being together. I'm gonna have this chick go to the gas station at that time. He just happens to have the same car for me to be like, you know? And like, I feel like it matched it up where it's like, okay, let me have this specific type of female to be the female that tells this girl everything, even though obviously nothing happened, but still. So she can have the strength to leave. Life is crazy like that. And I think that even though this dude, like, he's such an idiot, I think it was supposed to be something where I was supposed to speak to this girl and she was supposed to speak back to me. And it was supposed to be like this fusion of feminine energy, this fusion of like I said, like sisterhood or something. And I truly believe that life will give you tests, life will give you like that. Because I don't think this has anything to do with my story. I do feel like it's like a thing of like, yes, like you're doing the damn thing, you're being smart, you know, you're seeing all this situation. And the fact that she compliments me was like, I like, damn girl, you ain't one of the dumb ones. And I'm like, thanks, I know. You know, it's like a confirmation. There we go. It's like a confirmation of, yes, keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like by me, you know, trying to tell her some wisdom and just pushing her and be like, girl, you got this, dip, get a trash bag, put the man in there, throw the whole man away, you know. I think that's what she needed to hear. So I know the story time, you guys are like, oh, it went crazy real quick. But I want to share with that, you guys, that like I said, life is very interesting right now. Life is really doing its thing, and I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here like minding my business. And I really do feel like by minding my business, I feel like that's what happens. Like, people get drawn to me, and my situations, I can wholeheartedly say this, my issues or problems I have with other people are never because of me. It's always because somebody comes over here and they're like, ooh, Lina, you know? and then somebody sees it and is like, and then it comes like that, you know? That's why I'm saying, like, I'm always put in situations because of other people. And I mean, who knew, just going by the gas station, I'd be caught in like a relationship drama type of thing where I'm just like, girl, more of the story, you guys, keep gas in your daily driver. That way when they see the Honda, they don't put attention to you. Like, girl, I was just trying to go to work and there was no gas in the other car, so I had to grab the other one. Oh gosh, you guys, like I have stories of things that I'm put, like situations I'm put in that I'm just like, ugh. Anyways, that is my story time. I know it was like a because girl, I've been holding on to it. Rose like, should I say it? I'm gonna say it. But anyways, you guys, that is my story time of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was crazy, and please look for those red flags. Don't let these dudes be trying to do fake game on you. And drinks at 11 p.m. girl, no, make him make a reservation, make him work for it, make him, you know. Okay, we good. So anyways, you guys, thank you for watching again, and go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. I got more juicy story times, and all my socials are listed below, my TikTok, my Instagram. And if you are interested in my car stuff, I'll list it below. I have a car Instagram and a separate car TikTok. Bye you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.